Clearly distressing days in Sri Lanka. And joining us now to talk about that, exclusively to Editorji, Sanath Jayasuriya, one of the legends of Sri Lanka. We've watched him, we've admired him for a long time. Mr. Jayasuriya, thank you for joining us. You've been for many days now adding your voice to the voice of the protesters, asking the president to go is what you've been saying. He's gone now, but there seems to be a bit of a vacuum in place. What do you think is going to happen next?
He's gone now, but he has not resigned yet. So this is what bit unfortunate thing happened at the moment in my country. So we all hope that he will resign today. Then there will be the party leaders meeting happening just now at the moment with the speaker. So there will be the decision will come soon.
So you've been backing the protesters, Mr. Jayasuriya. You think they've had a point in what they've been saying. You seem to be saying that you believe that the situation has been mismanaged for a long time and there's a complete need for a change in leadership, not just Mr. Rajpaksa, but others as well, including Mr. Vikramsinghe.
You're correct. It has been mismanaged and the people have been suffering for a long time now. And we have been waiting for a long time to come out soon and the people will get a normal life. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. So this is where we all started to protest. That's a peaceful protest. It's our right to protest, so which we did. And yeah, like you said, all mismanagement and they have not done the duties properly. So that is why people are on the road today. And even today, it's a sad day. And the fuel crisis is so much. There's big, long queues, and people are dying on the queues. So which we never have seen before. So this can't go on like this. And this is why the people in this country said the president and prime minister step down and resign.
Now, assuming that does happen, assuming they're not there, I guess the other question for Sri Lankans to figure out is what follows next? What happens next? Because a state of vacuum cannot continue for a long time because of the economic situation. So some alternative will have to come into place fairly soon.
This is why we always talking about the speaker need to get all the party leaders, the Sinhalese, the Tamils and Muslims, all party leaders should come together, have a meeting, come out with a plan, come out with a short-term, quick plan to revive this situation. So this is, the people need to come out of this. So there will be a vacuum, but so to get the vacuum out this is why at this moment also the party leaders having a meeting with emergency meeting with the speaker.
With the situation, Mr. Jayasuriya, on the street, being curfew is out there, do you see the army playing a greater role now?
Yeah, army, all the three forces with police have been playing a big role, and they know that what is the protest all about, and it's a non-violent and it's a peaceful protest, and they know that. So they also can't do much when the people are protesting peacefully. So it's most of the time the protest is peaceful. So that way the army or the three forces with the police can't do much. So they just make sure that there will be no damages for the public properties. This is why the police and the forces are there on the road. And the protesters keep saying that they will not damage the public properties. They make sure that the public properties are safe.
Mr. Jayasuriya, your assessment of this, of what has actually led to this. Obviously, there's a lot of economic hardships. Obviously, there was a debt burden which went spiraled out, shortage of fuel, shortage of petrol. Now, that economic situation is not going to be very easy to fix because, to get lenders or to get other people to come in with money is going to be challenging. What would be your message right now on that front?
I'm not the expert in politics. I'm a normal civilian in this country. because my voice I raise because the people are suffering. I want people to come out of this situation. But it's very simple. We have been, I think, the main thing is mismanagement has caused to this disaster. If you are not managing properly, if you have a good team, you will perform better. It's like cricket. You need to have a good, better team. So even if you are captain, you need to have a good team. But unfortunately, never had a good team. So these people are giving a communication. They are giving the wrong information to the people. So that caused big damage for this the Rajapaksa government. So they will keep saying that when the opposition and everyone is saying we are in a difficult situation with economically, they always deny. They will keep denying, and they said no, we are on the right direction. We never have any issues. They will keep lying to the people. So this is why the people have been very disappointed about the government. This is why people want them to resign. So that is what happened.
You have such a huge following here in India. What would be your message to India, to the Indian government, to Indians? What can India, as a close neighbor to Sri Lanka, do right now? How can India help?
India is closely monitoring what's going on because it's an internal matter after all. But they are very closely monitoring, and even this crisis starting, the Indian government with the High Commission in Colombo have very helpful to Sri Lankans, and they've been given a lot of aid, a lot of medicine, money, everything has been given. So now we can't only depend on India. So that is why I said come up with a short-term plan, these leaders, and tell the world that what we need, what we are trying to do. Then international community will come and help. So at the moment, nobody wants to help Sri Lanka, and we are isolated at the moment.
No one wants to help in Sri Lanka because, I mean, even if they want to help, I guess the question is there's no government. How do we send money? Whom do we get short-term loans to? That's the reason why that is difficult to do. I assume that's the problem.
That is the problem, yes. For them to do that, they need to have a proper government, stable government in place. So we need, like I always say, the speaker, come up with a plan. Tell the leaders, we should do this short-term plan. Because if you not come up with a quick short-term plan, the people will disappointed, and people will there will be no trust on the politicians. So they'll have to do something fast.
Well, one of the things that India has been trying to do is, in addition to the whatever aid there was and commitment of money, is just send supplies, send petrol, send fuel, send goods, send medicines that are in short supply. That, I assume, is something that could still be helpful in this situation.
Definitely, it will be helpful for Sri Lankans at the moment. At the moment, the queues are getting bigger and bigger. The Indian oil companies only providing fuel to the people in Sri Lanka at the moment. I need to thank the Indian oil company, IOC, for doing a great job in Sri Lanka at the moment, because they are the only only company who's functioning at the moment with fuel. So they are not a big market place. They don't have a big marketplace in Sri Lanka, but they are doing their best. I want to thank the IOC. Even the managing director here in Sri Lanka is doing a great job.
All right, Mr. Jayasuriya, any final thoughts you want to leave us with? Your message to Sri Lankans, your message to Indians right now? What would you be telling your countrymen in this troubled times?
To the international community, please monitor Sri Lanka very closely, and whatever the you all can help after we have a stable government. And the Sri Lankans, they are disappointed, I know that, but they are peacefully protesting that we will get a proper system in place, and also the people will govern our country.
All right. Sanath Jayasuriya, thank you so much for speaking to Editorji.
Thank you very much.